Here we are on another beautiful weekend here in Middle Tennessee. Saturday, the 22nd day of August 2026. My name is Mark, along with my wife Sherry, my grandson John, and my granddaughter Abby. We are the Product Review Geeks. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about funnels. If you're do any kind of marketing online, you're a network marketer like we are, and funnels are very useful. But having the right funnel is a necessity. I'm going to review this one here. It's called Funnel Creation Pros. I've seen their ad on Facebook. Of course, if you do any kind of search or anything online, you'll know that when you do a search for something, when you're going through your Facebook, you'll get about 8 million plus, messages about whatever you search for on Facebook. People trying to sell you stuff. This one here ain't no different. I do a lot of network marketing online, and it just follows me around just like a little lost puppy. All right, Funnel Creation Pros. I didn't purchase this or anything, but there's a couple of little red flags here that I want you to take notice of. Break free from social media grind. It's just like every other one on there that they're going to tell you. Here's one right here. Schedule a demo call. There's no place on here at all. I've looked down through here. No place on here at all that gives you any kind of prices or anything. And to me, that's one of the most important things about purchasing something online. How much is it? Not, well, call me first and then I'll tell you how much it is. No, I don't want to. I want to know how much it is up front, whether I can afford it, or if you have a free trial, preferably a free trial, so that you can test it out. You see, the things that I promote online, they have free trials. So you're always going to want to have something that's got a free trial so you can try it before you buy it. They really beef it up here, say no more chasing prospects, fill your calendar. I've tried probably a half a dozen programs on here about building up a network marketing business, and they're all pretty much the same. Post on Facebook, post this, post that. You know what it all comes down to? Advertising. Advertising. I once knew a guy that he worked at a college. He did marketing. He was a marketing professor, and he said, marketing is simple. The more you do, the more you'll get. So there you go right there. They make it sound like, you buy this course and all of a sudden you're going to make millions of dollars. This lady got 30 leads and 7 enrollments. I get enrollments in my business too, but not all of them are paid enrollments. There's free and there's paid. The free ones are good because you can nurture them a little bit, and eventually some of them will join, but not all of them will join. So no matter how much they say, well, I had 30 people join my business. Well, you might have had 30 people join, but maybe only one of them was even qualified to even, upgrade. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people online that are looking for home businesses, but they don't have no money. See, that's one thing right there. They say, well, you can do it for free. You can to a certain point, but you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta invest in a business, and you gotta invest yourself. If you're a member of a network marketing business, you got to try the products. You got to buy the products. You can't sell something that you haven't tried yourself. And this lady got 40 enrollments. It goes on 32 enrollments in 2 months. I mean, which it sounds good, but you see, they got schedule a demo call. A lot of people, they've got these companies that have smoke and mirrors, and they don't want to disclose anything to you until you get on that call, because then I've been on these calls before and they badger you. Well, and they use the scare tactics and all this stuff. Lead generation system features Facebook ads management, automated marketing system, and a contact funnel. Well, you can get that. There's a lot of places. In fact, I'll leave you a link It's something that we use. It's very inexpensive too, and it works like gangbusters. You know, schedule a demo call. It's all they want you to schedule a demo call. Overview of the software. It'll show you a little bit in here about what it's all about. A lot of these softwares are really complicated too. The one that we use is very simple. You know, that's what you want, especially if you're first starting out as an online marketer or a network marketer. You want simple. You don't want anything complicated because then you'll get frustrated and quit. You want simple. That's what I'm. That's what we promote. Simple. You know, why choose Funnel Creation Pros? They're award-winning, centralized management, custom ability. Well, a lot of places do that too. So my thought on Funnel Creation Pros is I didn't try it, so I really can't tell you. And you know, they kind of beat around the bush on the price. So my thoughts are it's probably like a $97 a month or $297 a month or a $500 a month software. Because there's a lot of them online. And a lot of them, most of them, 99% of them will have you do, you know, schedule a demo call or, you know, a lot of them do. I don't see anything on here about a free trial period. So this might not be for everybody. But I'll leave a link to something that we use. We use it every day and it works for us and it'll work for you. Thanks for tuning in. This is Mark from the Product Review Geeks, and we'll see you again in our next video. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a blessed day.